Hi, lovelies! Today is part 2 of your self-love journey and more tips to help you love yourself even more. So let's get right into it. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Tip 3. Tip 3 is all about writing a letter to yourself. And we've had this in previous videos as well, but this is a self-love letter. So it's about writing a self-love letter to yourself or self-love notes. You can do that as well. And with the letter though, it's about finding that loving side of yourself, that things that you would tell your best friend or tell someone you really loved, and expressing to yourself all of the lovely things you think about yourself. Find things that you would love to hear, love to say, that you love about yourself. You are so amazing. So even write that you are so amazing and that you're proud of yourself and that there's so many things you can say, lovely things you can say to yourself that can help you out and can make you feel so loved. And you can do that for yourself. And with the love notes, you can do the same thing. Every day you can do like 30 or 50 love notes and pick one out every day. Or write a letter to yourself, and then when you need it, read it. And when you're having a bad day, when you're having an off day, or you're having a point where you're just energy drained or you need some love, get the letter and read it. And so often we can give our energies to so many other people, to so many other things, that when you read it, you're just going to be able to fill your own cup and feel better. Tip 4. Tip 4 is all about doing things with yourself. So go on a date with yourself. Go have a massage. Go for a walk. Go out for dinner. Go to the movies. Do whatever you want and just have some time with yourself and do something with yourself. You can even do some self-care things with yourself. Have a day or a night where you have a bath and you put a mask on and you're just relaxing, and just be with yourself. There's so many things you can do, and that can help develop a relationship further with yourself and really connect with yourself and enjoy your own company. Tip 5. Tip 5 is something that I learned that was very important on my own self-love journey. I realized I was portraying myself every single time I was trying to please others and doing things for others when I wanted to say no, or when I wanted to not do things and I did things anyway, or saying yes when I wanted to say no. And I didn't realize how much I was actually betraying myself until I had that realization, and it really opened my eyes, and I realized every single time I was trying to please others and forgetting about myself and agreeing to things that I didn't want to do, I was going against my own self. So from then on, I realized I needed to start saying yes to me and no to others instead of saying yes to others and no to myself. I still do things for others, of course, but it's about when I am aligned with that. If I'm not aligned with that, if my soul and heart aren't saying yes, then it's about realizing that, okay, maybe I'm betraying myself, or maybe I'm not loving myself enough to choose me in that circumstance. And that's when I realized that I was giving an awful lot to other people and I wasn't giving enough to myself. I needed to start balancing that out and realizing that it's not about pleasing other people, and that's a belief system in itself, and really realizing that I need to actually work on and doing what I need in that circumstance, realizing that unless I feel like I can give 100%, if I do not feel like it's the right thing for me to do, I will say no, because I have a commitment to myself to say, actually, I'm going to start loving myself again and giving some more love to myself instead of enabling situations and saying yes to things that were causing me more harm. And it's important for you to be willing to give, but be willing to remember as well to give to yourself and create a balance. It's about creating a balance of give and take, and realizing that if you don't want to do something, figuring out why that is, and being okay to say no to things, and being okay to say, no, actually, I'm not going to always want to please others. I want to actually start pleasing myself and giving to myself. Number six. Number six is all about how you treat yourself. Maybe you're unintentionally giving yourself or doing self-harm to yourself. That could be with addictions like alcohol, like smoking, like any other unhealthy habits or toxic habits that you have. And that could be really affecting you within yourself in relation to the relationship and the love you're giving to yourself, because that is a form of self-abuse and self-harm. Instead of denying those things, be willing to work on and changing your belief systems around the addictions you have and around the unhealthy habits that you have, to then develop a better relationship with yourself and to have healthier habits and create a more loving and understanding and fulfilling environment for yourself and for all parts of yourself, and especially for yourself physically. And this can be a journey that can take a while, but it's important to realize tip 7. Tip 7 is all about finding your joy. It's so important to start finding out what brings you joy, what excites you, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy. And finding your joy is so important when it comes to your self-love journey, because a lot of the time we forget to actually figure out what brings us joy and how we can create a life of joy and fulfillment and happiness. So it's about writing all the things down that bring you joy right now, making a list now, and writing out what brings you joy, even write in the comments what brings you joy. And if you can't think of anything, go out throughout the day, and if something brings you joy, write it down. It could be the simplest thing, like a cup of coffee in the morning. It could be an item of food or a activity that you love doing. Anything that you can find that brings you joy, write it down throughout the day if you can't figure out what that is. Or you can do this. You can say to yourself throughout your day, what's going to bring me joy right now? What food is going to bring me joy right now? What exercise is going to give me joy right now? What task right now is going to give me joy? and see what comes up, see what your answer is within yourself, and follow that throughout the day. And keep asking yourself what that is. If you're not getting answers, make a list. Figure out what that is. Tip 8. Tip 8 is all about rewarding yourself. Reward yourself. When you have done something great, when you've accomplished something, even if it's a small thing, you can do that. If you want to feel better and you're having a rubbish day and you completed like the smallest task and you want to reward yourself, go ahead, Or if you've accomplished a big project and you've finished a big project, or you've accomplished something major in your life, reward yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Congratulate yourself. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. And this can be for occasions as well. If it's a birthday, if it's Christmas, if it's Valentine's Day, get yourself a gift and actually treat yourself as you would someone else and get yourself something nice. Show yourself love in that way as well. I started doing this and it's great. I even go for spa days on my on my birthday, because I realized that I wanted to reward myself and show myself love as well. It's really important to do these types of things, and it can be something small. It doesn't have to be something big, So that's it for now. That is some tools to get you started. I might make other videos about more tools or tips that you can do to move you forward in your self-love journey. And please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be the first to know when that video comes out. And remember to like the video if you've liked it, or share this video if you found it helpful and you might want to share it with someone else. I will see you next time. And I'm wishing you all well, and I'm sending you all unconditional love and healing energy. Remember, you are not alone. Love you lots. Mwah.